Okay. Whew. Prepare thyself for thy video. Do not what I have done, but do it for thyself. Oh, okay.
I'm War Train Wins, and you guys are watching Iowa Retro Gamer Dad.
What is up, YouTube? Just moving my hands around, preparing you for this video. And myself, I guess. Video's been going around now. I believe it was started by Easygoing Gamer. I've seen Retro Rivals and a few others doing it. It is a video talking about what would we choose, future or past in gaming. And what I've seen with Retro Rivals when they did it was they decided from this day forward or behind, which would they rather do? Would they rather do games of the past where you can only play retro games, anything made prior to this date, or prior, or for the present, right now, would you only play games that you could be in the future? So essentially, if I would have to pick future games, I could not play my collection that I have right now. So all my Nintendo games, all my Sega games, all my PlayStation games and stuff like that, I would not be able to play going forward. So I sat here, and obviously one of the first things that came to mind was being Iowa Retro Gamer Dad, was I definitely had to pick the games of the past. Sorry guys, I got a little bit of a tickle in my throat. And I thought about it more and more, and I watched videos on this, and I just kind of came to the conclusion that it's pretty hard to decide. I love having this huge collection, having this backlog, all these games I could play, my Retro Pi with over 5,000 games on it, and everything to do with that. And it's just kind of like, well, I was like, of course I would have to pick past, but it's not that easy, guys. And you know, I've thought about for the future. Well, I don't know what the future holds for us. The games that are going on now are insane. You know, we have VR coming out. We have just insane games that are just so lifelike, so real, and it's just insane. I keep saying that word, but that essentially that's what it means. Now I thought about this too because they were talking about, well, I mean technically with the remakes and remasters coming out, you would not, you know, would you be able to play those games? Nope. If it's a future game, if it's getting a remake from an old game, I think the remaster was kind of, they let that slide. But if it's a remake completely, like between Final Fantasy VII and, you know, how it was in the beginning and then how it was now, that is completely a different ballpark and would not be allowed for any future games. And I know like remasters or remakes, like with Resident Evil 4 coming out and stuff like that, and it comes down to, it's just, yeah, it's hard to choose, guys. But if I had to choose, I would have to pick future. Just because, like I said, I don't know what's coming out. I don't know what the future holds. I don't know what crazy systems they're going to be able. You know, sooner or later they're going to have a virtual reality that is almost like on par with God, I can't think of that movie right now. Ready Player One, where they basically spend their whole life in VR. You know, down the road, that's what stuff's going to come down to. And it just made me think more and more about it. And as much as I love retro games, I remember some people talking about it. As much as I love retro games, my patience level as I get older is dropping off dramatically. And I want to be able to... I've actually completed and played more newer games than I have older games, like Resident Evil Village, Biohazard, and stuff like that. I've actually picked up I'm playing through Injustice 2 right now. I played more of the modern games than the retro games, especially NES games where if I die 3 times or something like that and have to start back over, I really don't want to play anymore. I don't have the time for that anymore. And same like my love for RPGs, I do not have the time for them either. So I had to choose. I would definitely have to go with the future. The games seem shorter. They look absolutely gorgeous, which helps me get more into playing and getting more into the game. But like I said, they're shorter. They're a shorter length. It's more doable basically for me with my busy work schedule, my 3 kids, being a husband, going to the gym, making YouTube videos and stuff like that. It's very more doable to play the newer games. I want to thank all the people that have done this video and stuff like that. This was a great change of events between some of the typical videos that were coming out, and it really did make me think. Like I sat down here on my couch and just thought about this for a good hour. And as much as I love retro gaming and stuff like that, I would have to definitely go with what the future has to hold. So, thank you guys for watching. Have yourself an amazing day. Stay retro, my friends. And make sure to check out the links to the 2 channels I mentioned below. Retro Rivals and Easygoing Gaming, I believe his name was. So they will have links to them in the descriptions below. So, be awesome, guys. Be you. Be positive. Don't be naked, because you'll go to jail if you're in public.